Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Hey, kia ora, Helen, Brahms here, coming live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling, thankful Thursday. This is part 2. We actually got online this morning and happened to get part 1 done, although I don't think I labeled it part 1. Sorry. Anyway, it has been an amazing day today. I am so full of energy right now. I don't know what my poor dog is going to do with me when we go for our WALK in a few minutes. But she's already saying, I want to go, I want to go. But anyway, so we have had an awesome, awesome day. But how was your Thursday? What are you most grateful for today? I am grateful for the creativity that I have been noting down on the side over here what I've been working. Ideas, inspiration comes to you. Just take some notes over here, go back and look at them later. So I've still got to go back and look at them because I've been busy because I finished my work and then I had to get online. I just got off a 2-hour, actually just under 2-hour networking event for polka dots. And I love this because it's a great community to get involved with. And I've been with them now for 2 years, 3 years. I don't remember. It's either 2 or 3 years. I think my third year's coming to. I'm not sure if I'm in my second year or my third year. I can't remember when I signed up with them. I'll have to go check that out. But got to meet some amazing women this evening, and looking forward to having connections with them so I can get to know them a little better. We had a great coach. Coach Jen, she was talking with us this evening. Gave a great presentation, very entertaining, very engaging, and I'm like, ooh, that's a hard act to follow because she's our presenter for May. I'm the June presenter, so we have 2 meetings a month, and so she is presenting tonight, and then later on in the month when it's a morning meeting that I can't attend because of work, but I get to be the June presenter. So I'm like thinking, okay, we're gonna have a little more engagement in there than I'm thinking. So I'm still working on my presentation because there's just so much information. And I got to get it down into 20 minutes and make it entertaining and engaging at the same time. So, yes, I've been taking notes, but I have a lot of notes. And now I have to go through my notes and start paring that down and getting it into just into bullet points that I can talk on about for 20 minutes. So that's gonna be fun. But tonight I wanted to take you on a journey. So, we're talking about this big plan and how we are still expanding that, but we're also starting to focus in on these lives of what's coming. So this is one has been the original concept of this has been a dream of mine for a long, long time. The addition to it, which is what I'm going to talk about this evening, which I have talked about in the past, I think, on lives, has only been around for maybe about a year, and it's kind of expanded. So it's kind of expanded over the last few months. And so this is what I want you to do. I want you to imagine that you drive through this little town in the middle of nowhere. It's about 30 to 40 minutes outside of a major city. So it's close enough to emergency services and stuff, but far enough away that you've got that small town community. So you drive through this little town, you go out the other side of it, and 3 or 4 miles out of town, there's this small sign and this driveway, and you turn onto this driveway, and you go down this beautiful this wide tree-lined driveway. I mean, I've had a passion for tree-lined driveways since I can't remember when, but I love tree-lined driveways. And you go down this beautiful green canopy. The trees are up high. You've got your RV. You're either driving an RV or you've got the fifth wheel or the tow trailer on the back, and or you're in your Class C or your Class B, and you're driving down this tree-lined driveway, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The sun is filtering through the leaves. It's all green, and you come out and you're driving down the street, and there's a little chute off to the right, but you can't go next. It says private, and that private driveway happens to go down to my log cabin by the lake. But we're not going that way because it's private. So we're going to keep on driving, and then we come into this beautiful opening, and over on the left-hand side is this big barn, this big red barn, and there's a little sign there that says RVs to the left. So the RVs go to the left, and there's a an area there for you to park, so you can go into the office and check in. And there's a beautiful red barn, and you're looking around. It's beautifully landscaped and everything else, and you can see the RV pads across the other side, the far side of the barn. And you are now at the Barn RV B&B. Yes, an RV, a barn, and an RV B&B combined. And so you go and check in, and then you come out and you drive around the back of the barn. There's this road that you follow that goes around the back, so you can pull through onto one of 6 RV pads which have full hookups. And the cool part about this is that once you are parked, you're like herringbone parked from the barns here, and then you're on these herringbone parks. And looking out your front window, you have these views of the lake out there, and you can see a gazebo off to the side down there, which is a great place to go and hang out and do meditation, or just go to sit and do nothing, read a book, do some writing, whatever it is you want to do. So you pull in and you get out and you get everything hooked up and set up, and you're feeling a little peckish, and it's like, well, what can we do for dinner tonight? Well, pop over to the B&B, because the Barn B&B, when you walk in the doors downstairs, because you've just seen the little office, which is a little piece on the side there, so you're going to go exploring, and you go out and you go into the barn, because you've been told you can go into the barn. Everything in the barn is there for your use. And so you go in, and there's this big, great community area with these long dining tables with bench seating down each side. For community meals and things, where you can go and have breakfast and interact with the other guests that are staying there. Upstairs, you can see a balcony running around the top upstairs, and those lead to the 6 rooms that are, I don't know what it is with 6, but with 6 RV pads, and there's 6 rooms in the B&B. So there's 6 rooms upstairs that are kind of like a junior suite to a hotel, if you think of it size-wise. It's a pretty big space in there. But downstairs, there's this community area. There's an area with a big seating area around a big stone fireplace where there's gatherings that they have there. That's sunk into the ground a little bit. You've got some doors off to the side over on the right-hand side there, and that leads to our meeting rooms. And one of those doors actually leads to a movie theater where you can actually you can go in and you can pick what movie you want to see and pop it in there. There are scheduled times for other movies and things, but if you just want to go watch a movie, go select, and you just go along this little iPad thingy that operates the movies, and you pick which movie you want to watch and start it. So you kind of have on-demand movies there. It's kind of cool, I thought. But that movie theater also gets used for training seminars, and it will hold up to 30 people in there, and you've got these beautiful reclining seats that are on the tiers, so nobody's head's in your way. You've got beautiful views. There's great sound set up in there. And outside of the theater, nobody can hear what's going on inside the movie theater because of the soundproofing that we have in there. We don't want to disturb other people or other guests, all those that are upstairs above this. Towards the back of the common area, there's another door. You go into there, and it's an exercise room. You got your fitness center in there. There's a rooms off to the side of there for massages, facials. We even have an acupuncturist on staff, or on call, I should say, on call. But there's this beautiful spa-like atmosphere in there with the relaxation room. We have one of those infrared saunas in there. You've got some free weights in there, as well as some cardio equipment too. And you look out onto this there's a courtyard out behind the fitness center where you can go out, and there's a fountain out there, and we hold yoga classes out there, Pilates classes out there. So there's a nice peaceful area that you can go and exercise outside if you wish. You also have with the bed and breakfast, where the dining tables are, the kitchen's just off to that. The kitchen does do breakfast every day, which is included in your cost. But we also have our kitchen staff also cater events that are there for if anybody wants a retreat that's there, or wants to hold a seminar, wants to have a reunion, anything like that. We can do all the catering there for you. We sometimes have, if the chef knows that people are coming in late, he'll do things, just quick grab and go things like gourmet sandwiches, doesn't do full heavy meals, salads, that sort of thing. So if you want something to eat there, you can. And then we have up the very front, just as you come inside the door, we actually have a concierge desk that can help you with local things in the areas. We have an activities desk that will take you out on the water with kayaking and canoeing and paddle boarding. If you want to go swimming, there's a dock down there that you can go swimming from. There's also floating platform thingy out in the lake that you can go swimming to, and you can sit on there and sunbathe, talk, whatever, and then swim back again. Like I said, we mentioned the gazebo, where you can do yoga, stretching, whatever it is you want to do in there. For meditation, that sort of stuff as well, or you just might want to go sit and read. So this is our barn RV B&B, and we also have one of our outdoor activities is we have a guide who will take you on some of the walking trails that we have in and around the land that we own there. So that's the barn RV B&B. How did that sound? Did that sound really cool? Who's ready to go? I know I am ready to go, but this place is also magical because when you arrive, you feel a sense of calmness come over you. There's something about this spot, and there's a sense of calmness that comes over you. And when you leave, you leave well rested. It doesn't matter what activities you've been doing while you're there, you leave well rested. A lot of people don't want to leave, but they can't extend their stay because we're fully booked all the time. we have a waiting list to use our facilities for retreats and things, and we've got people on a waiting list for, like, if you have a cancellation. We do have waiting lists, but it's just a great place to come, relax, recharge, renew, connect with your family if you're coming with family, connect with your spouse if you're there with a spouse, connect with friends if you're doing like a girls' weekend or something like that. It's just a great place to come and do that and get away. Yes, we do have Wi-Fi if needed. We discourage people from using it though. But upstairs in the barn is my main office area for my genealogy business, for the Before the Dirt Nap Adventures. The whole corporation is run from this office at this particular location, and that's all upstairs. And when you go walking upstairs, you can walk around the balconies upstairs. If you think of a barn, it has those little doors up the top part of the barn. You can open those and step out onto a balcony that will overlook the whole area. And you get a great views from the lakes there. You can see the RV pads down over there. You cannot see my log cabin but you can see the path that comes from the log cabin to the B&B. And I'm over there often, but I have staff that run the whole place for me. So I don't need to do that. I just go in there, check in with them, make sure everything's okay. Is there anything they need? And they run the facility for me. So when you come to the barn RV B&B, you're going to find a place of relaxation, reconnection. There's activities available for you to do. We have an activities director who will be able to help you organize activities in the area if you don't want to do any of the activities we have available at the B&B. And he or she knows the area very, very well, and they can direct you where you need to go. They can hook you up with the tour guides in the area, with the activities people that are in the area for the particular activity that you want to do, and get the bookings arranged and everything else for you. So that's the barn RV B&B. How did that sound? Can you see yourself there? Can you see yourself enjoying time there? And you don't even have to an RV to go there. We do have 6 beautiful rooms upstairs that when you walk in, on the hallway walls is where the bathroom is and the closet, and then it's like a hotel room. You just walk in, you got bathroom on one side, closet on the other side, walk down that little hallway into the main area. There's a living room area. There's even a dining table in there if you want to go down and bring back meals to your room to have there. If you don't want to do breakfast with everybody, you can go down and get breakfast and take it up to your room. That's not a problem. There's a big king-size bed in there. There is a desk there if you wish to do any work, but we kind of try to discourage you from that. But some people like to have the desk there because they like to sit there and do their journaling and things. So we cater for that too. But we kind of think, the dining table could play that role too. But there's plenty of space in there that you're not feeling cramped, and it doesn't feel like a typical hotel room. We've made it a little special in there with very zen-like, very calming, and there's pops of color in there. So it's basically neutral, but we do have pops of color because I cannot stand a room that has no color in it. I don't like the all white rooms. I want a pop of color. So we have that in there, and we've got different themed rooms as well, but I'm not going to tell you the themes yet because I haven't worked them out. I just know the furniture that's going to be in there, and yes, we will have, each room will be some sort of different theme. I just got to work those details out, but you'll have a balcony area that you can go and sit out on, and you're either looking at the trees, you're looking at the lake. So those will be the 2 options for the views and things like that. So anyway, that's it from me. I'll leave you with those thoughts of that amazing place where you can go unplug, relax, recharge, maybe hold your retreat there and have your people come in and I have a great weekend as a retreat. It's great for team building, but you got to book ahead because we are fully booked. Most of the time we're fully booked, so you do need to book ahead. And we get you on the books, and we have an event coordinator that will work with you about what activities you want to do for your retreat, what areas of the B&B you're going to need. If you're going to need any catering, like snacks, drinks, that sort of stuff, what you do, what you want brought in. But we are a dry B&B. There is no alcohol served there. We do not have an alcohol license. So just know that anything that you have there will be non-alcoholic. And so anyway, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Enjoy the rest of your Thankful Thursday. And I'm going to go take a DOG for WALK, who has just turned up next to my seat here and looking at me with great anticipation with her tail going, yes, we're about to go for a walk. And she's got a hopeful look on her face. She's like, hurry up, come on, let's go. So we're out of here. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow for Fun Friday. Yay! Fun Friday, finish a Friday. Woo, woo, woo. It's going to be a super fantastic sparkling day, whatever happens. Hey, konara.